welcome to my cooking segment here at countyline.com and my In the Kitchen segment. This month I'm going to be making one of my favorite things, cheese enchiladas. I love Mexican food and would eat Mexican food every single day if I could. And I'm going to kind of show you my ingredients, and then I'm going to do a little prep, and then I'll come back and start on the cooking. For my base of the enchiladas, I'm going to use these artisan tortillas. They're wheat and black bean. You could also use flour or corn. All of those will work, which just your preference. You're going to need a block of cream cheese. I like just the regular cream cheese, not the reduced fat or the fat-free. It doesn't melt as well, and you won't get as thick of a base because we're going to use this for our filling. You're going to need a can of cream and chicken soup. It's going to go in the filling as well. A blend of cheese, or you can use plain cheddar. I'm using the Fiesta blend, or you could use the Jack and Cheddar blend, or you could use plain cheddar. It just is, again, your preference, what you prefer for that. And then you're going to need a can of mild enchilada sauce. I'm doing the mild. You could also do the spicy if your family likes it a little spicier. That would work too. So I'm going to start a little bit of prep, and then I'll be back to get starting on our filling. Okay, what I did when I went away was I cut my cream cheese into small squares. I don't know if you can see that in my pan. So I cut them into small squares and just put them in a saucepan. And I'm going to put these over on the stove. And I'm going to add the can of cream of chicken soup to that. I'm going to give this kind of a good stir and get it a little bit mixed up. And then I'm going to turn my heat to about medium high. And I'm just going to simmer that on the stove at about medium high until it's all melted and thick, but the cream cheese doesn't have any more chunks in it. And I'll come back after that's done. Okay, I have got my cream cheese and my cream of chicken soup all melted. And there's a tiny bit of lumps, but it's kind of made of a thick mixture in there. And this is what I'm going to use for my filling. I've sprayed my pan with a little cooking spray. I just got the 8 count of tortillas, and I'm just going to use a small pan and fill it up. But you could double this recipe, use 2 blocks of cream cheese, 2 things of cream of chicken soup for your filling, and easily make a larger baking pan full. So I'm just going to take a tortilla. I'm going to bring my pan with the filling over here closer to my work area. And I'm just going to scoop a spoonful of the filling, and I'm going to put it inside the tortilla. You can just do kind of an amount that you think is good, something that looks good to you. I'm going to do mine about this full. You can see that. And then I'm just going to fold it over into an enchilada shape. And then you want to put it seam side down into your pan. And then we're just going to repeat this until they are all full. And I'm going to finish this off, and then we'll come back and we'll finish them off before we put them in the oven. Okay, so now we've got the last part, the easy part. I've got the enchiladas all filled, and they're in my pan. There they are. And I'm going to take my enchilada sauce and just pour this right over the top. And by the way, just now I preheated my oven to 375. So I've got my enchilada sauce on the top. That kind of pour that over them. And then all I'm going to do is just cover the top with cheese. And I'm going to use probably at least about 3/4 of this package on the small pan. So if you're going to do the large pan, you're probably going to need either the big package of cheese or a couple of these smaller packages. Or if you're into that, you can grate your own cheese. Pre-grated cheese is definitely a time saver that I always use in the kitchen. So I'm going to take the finished product, here we go, and I'm going to put it in the oven at 375 for probably about, maybe 25 minutes or until you see that the cheese is bubbly. And I'll be back when they're all done and ready to eat. Okay, so I have taken my enchiladas out of the oven and they are ready to eat. I'm going to dish them up over here. And I will show you the pan of them first. Got the cheese all nice and bubbly on there. I'm going to get myself a couple out on my plate. Ooh, these are hot. So we've got the cheese nice and melted. See if I can get you a little better picture there. And they are ready to go. If you'd like, get yourself some nice chips and salsa to go with. Maybe add a few jalapenos on top. That is what I'm going to do with mine. And enjoy. See you next month.